She's my crystal, yes. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Yeah. So let's meditate for a while before we start the session. So Madhavaru, I have music. If you want, I can put that on. That is PMC Hindi's music.
Yes, Sharoo. Yeah, that would be easier. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do that. So I'll just put the music. Okay. Is it audible?
Yeah, yes, sure.
So I would request everybody to sit in a comfortable position. Clasp your hands. Cross your legs. And gently close your eyes. And start observing your natural, beautiful, calm breath. Slowly start your journey back to your physical body, to your physical awareness. Gently come out of that world, that dimension where you're in, and come back to this physical world, this beautiful world that is awaiting your presence. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and welcome yourself back again in this beautiful world. Welcome everyone. I hope you had a short but beautiful, wonderful meditation, because even if we meditate for 10 minutes, it really rejuvenates us, it refreshes us, and it just gives another kick to our soul that, yeah, we have to move forward. So, friends, this is the last session as far as the crystals are concerned, whereby I'm going to talk about that why the crystals break. And as you all asked about the authenticity part, so I'm going to cover that as well today. And I'm going to tell you certain crystals that you can keep at home if you're really, really interested in buying the crystals. So which are the crystals that you should buy if you are going to purchase one? So I'm going to give that suggestion to you as well. Rest is your intuition, because I always prefer the intuition rather than any other person telling you which crystal to buy. So I hope you all are here with me. So I'm going to start the session that why do crystals break? So because why I'm saying this or why I have taken this one or this question is because there's so many people who feel that when the crystal break, it is because of a lot of negative energy is there, or there is something that somebody has done on them, and that is the reason why the crystals break. So this is a misconception that I wanted to break, and that is the reason why I am giving you this information, because whenever we are trying to work with the divination tools, we should not have any kind of a misconception. We should not have any kind of a misunderstanding as far as or misinformation about any divination tool that we are working with. So now the question is that why do crystals break? So crystals break for 3 reasons. I want you to have a very open mind to whatever I'm saying, and so that you can just grasp in and you can just understand it properly. And if you've got any questions regarding that, then you can just let me know about it. So the first reason, as in the beginning of the session, I told you that the crystals also have the consciousness of their own. So what happens is that with time, they also change. The crystals also change. The properties also change depending upon how are you communicating and connecting with the crystals. So as I told you, that cleansing is very important as far as the crystals are concerned. So what happens? Sometimes the crystals have taken so much of energies, the negative energies at your home or from you, that what happens is it tries to and it wants to release that negative energy, and because of that, they break. So sometimes it happens that, even in our physical body, if you feel that, mentally you are very upset, mentally there is so much that is going on and you want to give a vent to that feeling. So unless and until you give a vent to that feeling, it is going to just brim inside. And there will be a time when you will explode, either in front of your friends or your children or whatever. Same goes with the crystals. So what happens is, if there is so much of negative energy that is blocked inside and they are not being cleansed regularly, they are not being energized regularly, that negative energy starts getting inside of them. And then when it does not get a release, it is not being cleansed, that what happens is, at that time they explode. That is the time when they break. So that is one of the reasons why the crystals break. The second reason is why they break is, as I have told you in the different sessions, in the last sessions, that each and every crystal has the property of their own. For example, when we talk about certain crystals like selenite is there, or if you can see, I'm wearing, this is the tourmaline, this is the moonstone, and this is the tiger's eye that I'm wearing. So if you talk about tourmaline, or if you talk about obsidian, if you talk about onyx, if you talk about selenite, these crystals are basically meant for absorbing the negative energies. So their main property is to absorb the negative energies. So what happens is, if there is a crystal like amethyst, whose major property is not to absorb negative energy, but it can absorb, because you want the crystal to absorb, it will absorb, but to a very less percentage. Not to an extent that the other crystals, which are absolutely meant for negative energies and absorbing negative energies, they will not be able to absorb. But because there is so much of energy around and you want the crystals to absorb those energies, so the amethyst will try to absorb that energy. And because their property is not aligned with the negative energy, what will happen? The amethyst will explode, because they are not able to retain, because the property that the amethyst has is not aligned with its own properties. So it will also again burst, or it will break into pieces, because it is not able to retain so much of negative energies, because its properties are completely different. So this is the second very important reason why the particular crystals break. So you have to be very you have to read, and you have to learn about crystals before you even go and buy a particular crystal. So intuitively, if something comes to you that, no, I want to buy that crystal, I would recommend that please read and get more info about that particular crystal. That what is that crystal for? Why do you require that? What are the properties of that crystal? The more information you have about the crystal, the more you will be able to get aligned with the energies of that crystal. So it is important that before you go and purchase it, you should have all the knowledge and information about that particular crystal. Yeah. The third and the foremost reason of breaking is, this reason, there is a lot of controversy that goes around it. So, but still, I'm trying to, make you understand in a very simplified way, so that you also know that this can be also a reason whenever a crystal breaks. So, as I told you, that crystals have the consciousness of their own. So they have come here on this earth with a purpose. Like we have come here. We have come here with a purpose, and we are doing our karma, we are doing our dharma in here, and then we will, leave this physical body and we'll go. Similarly, what happens is when crystals come over here, they come with a purpose. The more opportunities they get to serve their purpose, the more, they are on an ascension process, the way we are. So they also keep ascending, because the more opportunities they get, the more their ascension process hastens. For example, if I am on a spiritual path, and if I am ascending, if I'm on an ascension process, if the process is taking place, the crystals are helping me to do that. In a way, this helping me, what they are doing to me, is also helping them to walk on their own paths, their own ascension process. They're also working in that. The more they get that, the more they are near on that purpose, they are on that path. Once it is fulfilled, what happens is the crystal breaks. That is, then they take the energy, or the energy flows into the universe back. Just like we leave the physical body, they also leave their body, they break and then they go. So this third point, or the third reason, whatever I told you, is something that is very controversial, because most of the people say, especially there's so many people who do not believe in the divination tools. They feel that how can they have a consciousness? How can they leave their body? But it is absolutely up to you whether you want to believe in it or you don't want to believe in it. But these are the things that keeps going on around the spiritual community, that especially the people who are into crystals. So if you want to dig in more about this particular thing, you can read more on the crystals, read more on the books about crystals, so that you get more information on that. So now, what to do with the broken crystals? What you can do with it? So the first and the foremost thing that I always recommend people, whosoever has a crystal with them, if it breaks, there's no need to give it to the other people, or there's no need to throw it in a bin. What you have to do is, respectfully, you have to bury the crystal in the ground. You have to give the crystal back to the Mother Earth, because from the womb of the Mother Earth, they have come. So you have to give back to the Mother Earth whatever she has given to you. With complete respect, you have to do this process. You have to say thank yous. You have to say pay your gratitude. You have to do everything. You have to say everything that you can at that time during the ceremony, a small ceremony that you do with the crystals. You can give your prayers. You can say whatever, the affirmations, the prayers, whatever you want to say, you can do that. And you can just, give it back to the Mother Earth. And you can say thank you to the Mother Earth as well. Secondly, sometimes what happens is crystal break also because sometimes they want to be everywhere in your home. Because sometimes it happens the negative energies are so much in your home, and the crystals want to be everywhere. At that time also they break into several pieces. For example, there are 3 or 4 corners at your place, and they automatically break into 4 pieces. So they just want to be kept on every corner of your home, so that negative energy is being absorbed. So if the crystals break, and if you're meditating with the crystal, because you have to keep meditating with it. And while the meditation, if you get this kind of an information or feeling intuitively through the crystal that they want to be at home, they don't want to go back to the Mother Earth, their purpose is still on, then what you can do is you can just try to ask the crystal, what do they want? Where do they want to be kept? So once this interaction is there, once you're interacting with them, you will get to know that, yes, where you can keep the crystals. For example, I'll tell you about my crystals. They haven't broken. My crystals are not broken. And if you also see, this is my clear quartz. This is straight away, this is being mined, and it was being gifted to me, by one of my friends, very dear friends. And this was being given to me. This is completely a raw crystal, which has come from the mine itself. Okay, so this is the clear quartz crystal. This is the clear quartz, and this is the rose quartz crystal. Nothing is broken. Okay, nothing is broken here. My crystals are completely intact. But intuitively, I got to know that I don't have to wear these crystals anymore. This is not now the time. So whenever the crystals communicate with me, when they say that, okay, Sharoo, you have to wear the crystals now, or you have to take the clear quartz with you, I take it. Otherwise, I don't wear it. I'm just wearing it just because I wanted to show you the crystals. And I always wear it on my non-dominant hand, because here I take the energy, because from this hand, I take the energy. From this hand, I give the energy. And from this hand, I take the energy. So I always wear it on my non-dominant hand, where you are also supposed to wear on the non-dominant hand, because it will energize your crystals and it will take the energy from the universe. It will help you take the energy from the universe. So what you can do is, whenever the crystal is broken, you're not supposed to throw it. You have to give it either to the Mother Earth with a lot of respect and gratitude, or you have to keep it at home intuitively after communicating with the crystals. What does the crystal want from you? So this is what you have to do with the broken crystals. And this is why the crystals break, because generally people always feel that, oh my God, there is some ghost, or there's some negative energies here, or there is some evil eye here. And because of that, it has broken. It is not just the reason why the crystals break, because crystals have their beautiful consciousness in them. They break when you're not cleansing them, when you're not taking care of them. They break when the negative energies are so much that it becomes very difficult for them to handle. It breaks when they are on the path of ascension and their ascension process completes. So there are various reasons that why the crystals break. Now, the question that was being asked to me in the first session of the crystal was about the authenticity. So I'm just going to, give you some information which I have. Not much I have, because I'm not an expert in crystals. I can just give you whatever I have. I could share it with you. So whenever we are seeing the authenticity of the crystals, the first thing that you have to see is that rather than first seeing whether the crystal is authentic, you have to see whether the retailer is authentic or not. So what you can do is, when you are going and asking for a crystal, you can ask the retailer that does that retailer have any kind of a document that can tell them that they have taken this crystal from a particular quarry. Because there are certain quarries where the crystals are being dug from. So does he acquire, or does he have any kind of a document that can say, or that can tell you that this crystal is authentic? Because usually the authentic retailers will have some papers with them which can tell you that yes, this crystal is absolutely authentic and they have taken it from an authentic place. Although there is, you can say there's a sort of a hierarchy in that also, but they will always have one particular document which will tell you that yes, the crystal is authentic. Secondly, it is very important for all of you to understand one thing, that there are so many crystals nowadays which are available in the market. There are some people who are duping you by giving you fake crystals by fake and fancy names, by giving them different names. For example, they'll say that, okay, why don't you wear a blue moonstone, or why don't you wear an African emerald? So emerald is there, moonstone is there, but there is no blue moonstone, there is no African emerald. So they give a fancy name. So it is very important, as I said, that it is important that you do a particular research about a crystal. And there are very many, crystals which are already there, which have been there for so many years together. Like jasper is there, citrine is there, malachite is there, then clear quartz, rose quartz, selenite, malachite, calcite. So all these crystals have been there. Emerald, turquoise, all these crystals have been there. So these are very authentic names. But if you don't run after the fancy crystal names, don't feel that, oh my God, it is expensive and it is an African emerald, it has come from Africa, so it is going to be authentic. No, it is not going to be authentic at all. So before going and dealing with that person, you have to have your own information about the crystal, absolute information about the crystal. For example, amethyst. So when we talk about amethyst, basically it is, if the person says that I have taken amethyst from Brazil or from South Africa or Namibia or Colorado, so these are the authentic places where you will find amethyst quarries, where it is being dug from amethyst. So if the person says that and he shows you the document that this has come from there, then definitely it's going to be authentic. And like clear quartz, if you talk about clear quartz or rose quartz, now if you see this is being taken from the mine. It does not have any kind of a bubble. But if you see a fake clear quartz which is being made with a glass, it will always have a bubble inside. Similarly, the rose quartz. So you have to see that there should not be any kind of a bubble inside. That means they are giving you a fake clear quartz. So it will not have a bubble inside. It will be rough. It will not be even. So so all these things will actually help you understand whether it is authentic or not. Similarly, turquoise is there. If the people say that it is being taken from USA or Mexico or Chile or Iran or China or Tibet, then it's fine. That because you will get to know through the internet where are the queries of a particular crystal. For example, if you see that, where are the queries of turquoise, where are the queries of amethyst, you will get the list. And when you will get the list, you will get to know that, yes, it is authentic or not. So this is something that I wanted to share with you as far as crystals is concerned, whether the crystals are authentic or not. So there are certain crystals that you can buy, which are very good and which are very safe for you to buy. But I always say that it is, at the end of the day, it is always your intuition. Just leave it to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you to do? Whether the intuition wants you to buy it, or is it your ego self saying that, okay, my friend has it, so I also have to acquire it? Don't do that. So, but still, I'm telling you certain crystals which you can buy. Number one, everybody is very much interested in the financial prosperity and all these things. So let me tell you, friends, no crystal will work unless and until you're working. If you think that I'm going to bring the crystal and I will get the prosperity, I will get the financial independence, I will get a lot of finances in my life, it is not going to happen that way. They always go hand in hand. So in case if you want the financial abundance, so you can bring pyrite at home, or in the office if you want to put, then you can put green aventurine. So green aventurine is also called as gambler's stone. So if you have green aventurine, what you can do is you can put it with your financial documents. So you can put that crystal with your financial documents, or if you're wearing it, then wear it during your financial meetings. Whenever you're going for an important meeting or something like that, then you can wear that crystal and you can use that crystal or take that crystal around. So that is for financial independence and for your prosperity. Then for women, moonstone is very, very good. I'm wearing this one. This is a moonstone. So you can wear it because it really, really helps you in your moon cycles. It is basically a female crystal, and it will help you in your pains. It will help you in, in your moon cycles, during your moon cycles, during your mood swings also. If you have got any mood swings, you can wear moonstone during your pregnancy, during during these times. It is basically a female crystal when we talk about moonstone. Then if you want goal manifestation, then you can use carnelian. You can also have citrine. If you want emotional healing, that for that calcite is there, then agate is there, malachite is there. So these are for emotional healing. If you want to keep crystals for home, for that you can use selenite, you can use black tourmaline, you can use rose quartz. This is for home I'm talking about. Negative energies, as I said, tiger's eye, obsidian, onyx, black obsidian, black onyx, black tourmaline. Everything that is black tourmaline, black onyx, black obsidian, or selenite. Selenite is very, very powerful for negative energies, or malachite. These are the two crystals which are very, very good for absorbing the negative energies. As I said, protection, yes, protection, you can use the same. And for workplace, I've already told you, green aventurine is for prosperity. So these are certain things My favorite is Lemurian Seed, but Lemurian Seed I have not bought now because my intuition is telling me that I do not have to buy it right now because there's no requirement as such. But Lemurian Seed is the one which I'm going to buy, which always helps you in your spiritual ascension. So, if you really want to know more about Lemurian Seed, please go through it and go through the information. It's a beautiful, beautiful crystal. It's just like a clear quartz, but it's a beautiful crystal. So if you want to buy Lemurian Seed, then you have to have the Lemurian Seed with points. Please, buy it, the Lemurian Seed with points. You will get to know through internet. You will be able to understand once you start seeing the photographs of certain crystals. You will get more acquainted. You will get more information on these crystals. So yes, friends, this was the last session on crystals in a row. And I hope you enjoyed these sessions on crystal. And if you really want to know more about it, please, feel free to get into the crystals, the information. There are so many books around, and you can just take more information on that. But it is very important for you to communicate and meditate with the crystals. Then only the communication happens, then only the connection happens. Otherwise, it will just be like a normal stone that you're keeping at home. So now, if there is any question, I would request all of you to come with a question. And I hope it was an informative session because whatever I could feel, I just gave it to you. And in a nutshell, in these 3 sessions about crystals. So anybody wants to say or speak or share anything or ask anything, you're all welcome.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you, Sharoo.
Good evening. Yeah.
Okay. So I heard 2 voices. So one by one. Okay. Yes.
Let the other person go ahead.
Okay. All right. Who is there? Yes.
Yeah, go Pavani Garu. Pavani Garu, you can go ahead, or Vindhya Garu.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, all of you. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Pavani Garu.
Yeah. Thank you for a wonderful session. I have an experience. I purchased organ pyramid from Pyramid Helpline, 51 degree pyramid helpline. So one day when I was meditating, unexpectedly I had to get up, and it fell from my lap and it broke. Okay, and I felt very bad. Why did it happen? I was actually taking care of it properly, but I didn't know what happened, and I was a little scared also what's happening. And to my surprise, after a few days, there was a crack actually. Clearly, I used to feel the crack, and after a few days, it got healed by itself. There is no crack, absolutely.
Oh, amazing.
Up till now, it's a mystery to me. I couldn't understand what happened.
Wow. Amazing. I never seen such a thing before. I mean, as far as crystals are concerned, I've never seen, but I'm actually willing to believe in that, because when I saw my plant, the jade, when I saw its branch healing and growing, even after it was separate from the mother plant for 20 days, after that also when it was growing, then the crystals, since they have their own consciousness, so probably I really believe that they might have healed their own selves. So no doubts. So I'm so happy that you shared this. Yeah.
Actually, I was hesitating because till now it's a surprise to me. Because I myself and Madhu, both of them have each organ pyramid. Both of us. I'm sorry. Both of us have our pyramids, and I used to identify my pyramid with that crack only. So I used to touch that, and I used to feel it, and then I used to feel that this is my pyramid, and I used to meditate. I used to feel bad, but even though it has got a crack, I used to meditate like that only. But after a few days, even I showed to Madhu also. She told, you might got confused. I think it is mine. She was saying that it's mine. But when I showed her this, even she was surprised.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, amazing, amazing, Pamni Garu. Really amazing. And please do not feel bad. That's what I'm saying, that whenever the crystals fall off from your lap or from your hands, that means there is something that the crystal wants to say or do to its own selves. It is their will. It is their consciousness that is talking. So do not feel bad about it. It is their free will. Because of that, they have fallen from your hand or your lap. So do not feel bad about it at all. Just give it to them that, okay, fine, it is your will. Whatever you want to do, it's absolutely up to you. And later on, if you intuitively feel that you have to give it back to the Mother Earth, please do that. If not, if they want to be still at home at your place, like your crystal decided to heal its own self, and then it's still there with you, then that's again a miracle. And the crystal wants to continue the journey with you. That means. So yeah. Thank you, Pamni Garu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Ji, yeah, Nilima.
No, I would give the chance to Vindhya ji because I need to speak a lot.
Okay. Yes, Vindhya ji. Yes.
Thank you, Nilima ji. You could have gone on. It doesn't matter. I was just going to say thank you, Sharoo ji, and for throwing light on the crystals for us. Last time too, I heard, and I don't know. We went to some gem show many years back, my husband and me, and we just one person sold us, and he explained a lot to my husband. I wasn't there, so he explained the importance, and I think I was not into meditation that time, so we bought, and we definitely kept it as a decorative item. And now that you said, I just removed it from there. You said something about cleaning, but I just wiped it and washed it. I didn't know how to clean. Can I show you the picture? I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know what it is. It may be amethyst. I'll just try to hold on. How do you switch? Can you see that?
Okay, so again, if it's a purplish color, then again it's a geode. This is amethyst geode, or a cluster, you can say. It's a geode. Yeah, it's an amethyst. This is purple color, right?
Yes, it is. It is purple.
Yeah, so this is an amethyst geode. This is one of the most powerful energy generator that you have at home. So I think you should try to clean it, and you should cleanse it and energize it on a full moon, and it will start doing wonders. Because if you start meditating with it, it is going to do wonders. Because these geodes they even have the property of cleansing smaller crystals that you have at home. They are such important energy generators, very potent.
Put things in it and energize it.
Sorry. Your voice is very low right now.
I think let's switch to something. But thank you. I'll try to change my voice. Let somebody else go ahead.
Yes.
So thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Vindhya ji. Thank you so much.
Hello, Sharoo ji.
Hi, Nilima ji.
Wow. It's such an informative session in a short time, really.
Thank you.
I'm really like putting a paper near me and just writing the notes, and I'm really thinking like, oh my God, how I missed your previous sessions as well. Because like I'm also working with crystals somehow intuitively. and I'm having my rose quartz, gold spirite, selenite, and amethyst crystals. And when you said, regarding like why do the crystals break? You see, like my tiger's eye have been broken.
Oh.
And then immediately I got a thought like, okay, let me throw it off. And then immediately it said to me, no, I don't want to go away from you. I just wanted to stay.
Wow.
And it also spoke like, put me near the pyramid and also in between the plants. So, when you're saying, I was really connecting. And also like, I know, the other interesting thing is that I know that crystals get charged when we put in the soil. But this thing, when the crystals break, again, put it back in the soil is really the new thing which I learned today.
Yes.
And thank you so much. It's really, really informative session.
Thank you. Thank you, Niluma. Thank you for coming here and being here with me and sharing your energies, because it really, really means a lot for me, because when so many people who are having such beautiful energies, they come and shower their energies here, it really means a lot. Thank you so much, Niluma, for sharing your experience.
This is also my first crystal. This I thought like rose quartz should come to me as a gift. And within 1 month, this came to me in my hands.
Wow.
But this always tells me like wherever I go, I have to travel along with this crystal, especially like, to the longer distances. So it's really, really amazing to hear. I'm so delighted.
Yes,
the words are not enough for me.
Exactly, because when you start communicating with these divination tools, they really do wonders with you. They really do wonders, but you should know how to take care of them. That's what the trick is, because usually what happens is we take care of ourselves, but we stop taking care of these divination tools who are helping us in our spiritual journey. But we have to take care of them before we can take care of our own selves as well. So the way we take care of our own selves, we have to take care of them. We have to keep talking, we have to keep cleansing, we have to keep energizing, we have to keep communicating with them. So it's a lot of work.
Yes, but I'm also at the same time thankful to Ramesh and Madhu, because they are the ones, when we speak, Ramesh will keep on saying like, when the full moon comes, are you charging your crystals? And he's the person who reminds me actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I am reminded by the angels, because I have to cleanse my oracle also. So I have to do it on the full moon. So I do it collectively. The crystals are there, and then the oracle is there. Then my karma board is there. So everything is being cleared and energized on that day. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Still a lot to know. I do not know. I need to know about the oracle. Maybe in the next session.
Hello. Yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Now you're back. We are back. Okay.
No, I'm just saying maybe I need to know also about the oracle, but not now. I would give the chance to others to speak on crystals.
I am planning to take a session on an oracle, that how to read the oracle properly. I mean, what is the right way of reading the oracle also? Because most of the people do not know how to read the angel cards or the tarot cards. So I would be taking that session as well. So it is also in the room. So let's see.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Sharoo.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes, Ram Garu.
Deepika Garu is there. Deepika ji,
Okay,
please.
Deepika
Hey,
ji.
Ram and Sharoo, hi. So nice to see you. Yeah, so I didn't listen to the whole thing, but after my meeting, I scrolled through the messages. I saw the subject and I started listening. I'm like, I have something to share. I better connect quickly. So I got a Labradorite chain. So I used to clean it and wear it in about 45 days or something. I went to a different place. I went to meet my brother. And even there I was like cleaning and all that. I was making sure, and suddenly it's gone from my neck. Okay. And I realized it like after a few hours, or not. I didn't realize immediately. And there is no sign of fallen crystals or a broken chain or anything. And I kept thinking, okay, oh, this is very strange. And then later I noticed like a mark on my neck. It was like I had some kind of cut or something. And that's when I was like, okay, can these crystals go missing? What exactly happened? And there were a lot of articles which said, okay, there could be several reasons, maybe, and I really couldn't like figure out why, but I do think it's served the purpose and it left me. But I did wanted to share that. My experience with the crystal.
Wow, amazing. I'm listening to so many amazing stories today. So yes, as you said that the crystal might have served the purpose and it's gone. Actually, labradorite, when we talk about that crystal, it is for the psychic attacks. It is for, specifically for any attack that is being come to you, any psychic attack, that is the evil eye or ill wishing, somebody has not wished good for you. So labradorite is the crystal that immediately absorbs that, if you're communicating with that particular crystal. So maybe something happened at that time and that crystal of yours decided that, no, I have to take that negative energy and go from here. So maybe that is the reason why it is not there any longer with you. So because every crystal, as I said, that it has a purpose of its own, and they do it. And after that, they just go and they just, they merge with the Mother Earth. So that is all. But thank you so much, Deepika ji, for, sharing your beautiful experience with the crystal. So thank you so very much. Thank you.
I also want to tell one quick thing. So before I knew a lot about chakras and all my symptoms and all that, I was attracted to carnelian. And I went and got a carnelian crystal, and I was like, okay, this feels so good. And I was like, I had it. And then later when I learned, okay, I do need to work on my second sacral chakra, that's when I felt why I was so attracted to carnelian. And and then my friend was like, she was buying a different crystal. I didn't feel like buying that. So they do speak to you, and it's so real. Everything about crystals is so real. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'll go back and listen to everything you talked today. Thank you, Sharoo.
Yes, thank you so much, Deepika ji. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, yes, Ram Garu.
Yeah, we have a couple of questions, Sharoo ji. We have Satpreet ji and Jignasa ji. We have ma'am, how can we use crystals during meditation? And the second question is, to cleanse a crystal on full moon day, how long do we have to keep them in the moonlight?
Okay. So first question, that how do we use the crystal during the meditation? So if it is it's a small crystal like this, you can just keep it in your non-dominant hand. Okay, that is the one. For me, it is my left hand. So I usually keep it like this inside my palm. And, I keep it like this because we are meditating like this. I hand in hand. And then after that, I keep the crystal like this. But if you have a geode or if you have a cluster which cannot be, which cannot come into your palm, it will not be fitted. So what you can do is you can just put it, in front of you. And you can just communicate with the crystal that what is it that you want the crystal to do. You can request, please, I'm again and again saying that whenever you're working with the divination tool, you have to request them to do it. You don't have to order them or command them. You have to request them. So you have to talk to the crystal and you have to talk to them like a friend. You can just say whatever you want to say to them. And then you can just start the meditation with an intention, because intention keeping is very, very important. That is how you will start programming your crystal. Okay, so this is how, Satpreet ji, we meditate, with the crystal. Second question is, what was the second question?
How long do we need to leave it in the moonlight during chanting?
Okay. So when we talk about full moon day, so we can keep the crystals For example, if you've got 7 or 8 crystals, do not keep it in one bowl, because every crystal has a different energy. They emanate different energies, so there will be a lot of chaos. So what you can do is, if you've got 1 or 2 crystals, that's fine. You can keep it in a bowl. You can keep it outside in the full moon for about half an hour to 1 hour time. And you can just request the goddess moon to cleanse them and to energize them. And it is very important for all of you that your thoughts should be very clear at that time. It should not happen that you are cleansing the crystals, and then in your thinking process you're thinking something else. You're thinking about the studies of your children, or your other things are coming up. You have to be one with the crystal at that time when you are putting that intent, when you are telling the goddess moon to cleanse the crystal. So your intention is very important. So this is how you do it on a full moon. So yes.
Yeah. So it was very informative, Sharoo.
Thank you.
I also got to learn new things in this session. When I read this title, Why Do Crystals Break? The only thing I knew was they will just disappear, disintegrate, or whatever when they have served their purpose, and then they just leave because they are the highest enlightened beings in the mineral kingdom. And my first experience with the crystals had also started, it just happened when I met Master Pradeep from Australia, and he was having this divine power crystal. And that was my first, let's say, introduction to the crystal kingdom. And then, somehow every time I kind of think about crystals, I do know that they're always there, connected, healing, guiding, and taking care. So today's session was interesting because I learned some more information about them, about these beautiful creatures. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ramgaru. Thank you so much.
Sharoo?
Shukriya. Yes.
Hi, Sharoo. It's me, Sarita.
Yeah.
I have just some question recording this. I would like to keep some crystal that you recommend me based on, I just go through the horoscope that I have seen that I have the more negativity that was attracted for me. So, and I have to come out of that, and it's very difficult. So it's better to have something that you have to come out of that. So I would like to ask you as a request that can I have any crystal that you recommend me to come out of that negative that was surrounded to me? And that makes me also like with the people, the people, I always go good intention and I talk with them a good intention, but they don't understand me and they come like quarreling with me, and like they themselves just simply put a silly quarrel with me and just they move out of me. And I really see always a nice good friend that I have to make them. I have to be a friend with them. I see always a good friend that I was like living in Germany, living India, and we were here, right? So we always search for the good, nice friends to be a group of that. But of course, no one will be come to me. Of course, everyone will come, but still they come like that and they just go like that away. Everything like misunderstands, They always something they misunderstand and something they come for and they don't find, maybe I don't know. But it's like pain, it's a lot of pain I feel, but still I don't care about that. But still always it comes to me and it hurts me a lot. For example, I moved to one of the place, a new house. In the surroundings, I see a lot of people are good. I feel it. I don't take any bad still. But still one of the friends, she always like talk very nice to me. And sometimes she's like out of complete, she behaves like that I don't know her. So it's really a painful, I don't want to interfere because as a nahbar in like a neighborhood, like a neighborhood, we always see a good neighborhood, that makes us a very happy to live surrounds. here surrounding. So that I would like to ask you from so many days, but of course, I thought like this all like we have to live up on. We should not care. I always reminds like that. We should always be good, whatever happens around. We don't care. But I live so many places. I don't feel this. I like it very much. The remaining other places, very friendly nature people. But here I don't find such a close, some people are there, but only one of the friends is like always hurting me. Just now, this time also we have a little quarrel, and she's like, okay, don't talk with me. It's like I feel it like a childish,
Mm.
So some of this negativity that surrounds me always and pains me, I want to come out of this. So what is your suggestion over this? I would like to ask you. Come out this.
So, Sarita ji, as I said, the crystals do not work unless and until we are working on ourselves. So the inner work plus the crystals, then only everything works in our life. So first of all, Sarita ji, it is the inner work that you need to do, that we all need to do. We all are doing that. So in the inner work, you need to understand that there is some fear that is in your subconscious which comes to you in the external environment, which you're facing again and again in the form of situations or the people. So there is some kind of fear that is there inside of you. Now you have to dig inside of yourself first, Sarita ji, that what is that fear that you're facing subconsciously, which you will get to know once you're meditating with yourself. You have to ask this question. You have to be very honest with yourself. See, what happens is blame game is always there. We can blame the other person very easily. But the thing is that the problem always lies within us. And when we become responsible, that means when we are able to respond, because when we talk about who is a responsible person, what is the meaning of responsibility or responsible person? That means a person who can or who has the ability to respond is the responsible person. So when we become responsible, then is the time when actually our external environment starts changing. And that is the time when crystals also help us around, when we are willing to change within ourselves. So, Sarita ji, the first thing that you need to do is, what is that fear that is eating you up? So when you start doing that, then you can bring a crystal, that is the rose quartz crystal you can bring at your home, and a selenite.
Selenite
So
and
you
rose
can,
what?
Yeah, rose quartz.
Quartz, okay.
Quartz, yes.
Quartz.
It's a rose quartz crystal. So ROSEQUARTZ. So that is a rose quartz. That is for mending and healing the relationships that you have. So it is going to bring a lot of love energies into your life. And selenite is for negative energies. It is going to block all the negative energies. So you can bring a selenite wand, or selenite, you can bring a crystal, selenite crystal, you can put in the center of your home, which is very clean place, make a place for that particular crystal.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharoo.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much,
lot.
Sarita. Thank you. Yes. Yes. So it was an exciting session. I learned a lot from so many people through their experiences, mind-blowing experiences that were being shared with all of us today. So, yes, any other thing that anybody wants to share before we end the session, or is Madhu Garu planning to switch on that music? What is the plan today? I don't know. So
Okay, I have to check with Madhu. Just 5 seconds.
Yeah. Yes. Till that time, if anybody wants to share anything. So yes, Kularatnam ji. Oh yes, you are so very welcome here, sir. Yes.
Hello, ma'am. It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much. I always try to listen to your session.
Thank you.
I don't actually have any crystal, and while you were talking, I was thinking about getting some, and I was checking on the Amazon as well just to get something. But it's actually say natural stone, stone, but it says it's polished. Is it still okay to buy? There are 5 types of stones you actually mentioned, all of them are in one pack, but it says polished. Are they okay to buy them? It says
Uh,
crystal tears.
Um,
5 tears.
okay, so there is you have to really see whether the crystals that you are getting from there, is it authentic or not, because polished or tumbled stones you can get definitely, but polished stones, how much are they going to work? I have no idea, because these are the raw crystals. If you
Yeah.
get raw crystals, nothing like that. So there is a lady who is a pyramid master, and I'm just forgetting her name. She stays in South India, and she's the one who delivers very good quality crystals, and they're authentic crystals.
Right.
So I will just if I get to know her name, probably I'll just give it to you, and you can just connect with her. She might also send it across to you as well, the
Yes,
crystals.
yes. The Scorada talk about the crystal. I mean, I have been to Pyramid Valley. I got all the pyramids and etc. Nowadays, the pyramids come with the crystal as well. Whenever Ayyappa sir said the pyramids, it's all come with a little crystal in it. But I don't actually have a crystal, and it's a Scorada talk about it. Even I knew Pradeep sir so many years, like 3 years, but I never get to have the crystal, and I'm so fascinated to have something. And I was wondering whether I need to get something from India or get it from UK. But I was just wondering whether I can get something from the Amazon and places like that. But you mentioned about not the polished one.
Yeah. See, polished one, they're okay, but their properties are a little bit, lesser than the raw crystals, because tumbled stones or the polished ones they are being polished. So they lose a little bit of properties of their own because they are being polished. So that is why I always say I recommend that if they have a raw crystal, then nothing like it.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for
the information. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have a song from Madhu coming in.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. So, do we have to come out of that YouTube things?
I will end the YouTube. So, friends watching on YouTube, please join on Zoom so that we can all enjoy together a nice song. I will be posting the Zoom link on the YouTube, friends.